lasts all day. It's going to be great for spring and summer. That I have absolutely scratched the screen. So there's a few cigar pickups here that I want to share with you, and 2 other fragrance pickups here from a Barcelona-based brand. Hi friends, it's me, Brendan. Welcome back to the channel. And this video is something a little bit different. It's called Time and Scent Talk. So let's get into it. So this video is more of an update on what's going on with the channel. And firstly, I really want to start with a thank you to you guys for watching, for commenting, for engaging, for even subscribing to the channel. And if you're not subscribed, you should be if you like this sort of stuff. I really do appreciate it. And the way I want to take the channel, you might have seen, I've sort of, if you like, rebranded the channel, The Time and Scent Collector. And I'm on Instagram and TikTok on both of those names, those handles, Time and Scent Collector. So you can follow me over there for sort of daily updates, that kind of thing. And I'm really leaning into those 2 things, watches and fragrances. Throwing in some men's lifestyle, some personal development, some health and well-being, that kind of stuff. But if you like watches, if you like fragrances and you want more of that, then you definitely are in the right place. And I come to you today from the terrace right here at home, and I've got the birth year Submariner Rolex Vintage. So this watch is officially 41 years old, and it's had a checkered past, sort of like me. But I love this watch. It took me a long time to find it, and I bought it a couple of years ago. It's got a beautiful patina on the dial. I don't know if you can kind of see that from here, and whereas those older 5-digit reference Rolex watches just wear so much lighter and, in my opinion, a bit more elegant than the bigger, clunkier modern day watches. And I just like the idea that this has got a 41-year history and story, just like me, and maybe like some of you guys watching as well. So that's today's timepiece. So the next thing is just some updates, some pickups. So the first thing, I have this little black bag, and whenever you see one of these, you know that I've been to the tobacconist here in Spain. This is the bag they serve you in, so to speak. So there's a few cigar pickups here that I want to share with you. So let's get this bag open. So the first one is in a little tube here, and it is the Hoyo de Monterrey Coronation. And I went for this because it's a shorter format cigar. It's a sort of 40 ring gauge, 5-ish inches. It's a coffee cigar. It's something that you can have in 30 to 40 minutes. It's a light, mild cigar. And when you see these in the tobacco, you sort of have to buy them. Although maybe that's me just justifying myself. Can't not go into a tobacconist and come out empty-handed at the moment, because when you see a good cigar, you sort of have to grab it. I've seen it where I've seen cigars, turn them down, and then literally can't get them for another 2 years or something. So I've got it in my head that when I see them, I have to buy them. Now that's probably not logical, but it sort of is. And then the next one in here is, I've got a few of these. I've got 2 of the Hoyos. Never actually had them before, so I'll give you some feedback on that. I've got a couple of those, and then I've got 3 of the Romeo and Julieta Mille Fleurs or Mille Foys. Not quite sure how you pronounce that. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. Again, another coffee type of cigar, a bit stronger, I think, than the Hoyo, but great value. Like in Spain, these are sort of 6 or 7 euros each, and these are, I think, 10 or 11 euros each. And these would probably be 20, 25 pounds, and these would probably be the same in the UK because of taxes, because of the market there, whereas over here, just so much more affordable. So come to Spain if you like a good cigar, and I'll show you some places to grab them. And the next thing is a couple of fragrance pickups. So the first fragrance pickup for you today comes in this box. It's from Beauty Now. And it's sort of a reminder or a souvenir from Milan. And I'll show you why, because it's called Milano by Fragrance du Bois. And yeah, I picked this up because I wanted to remember Milan, of course, but also because it was on a great deal from Beauty Now. And I'd never used that site. I got a recommendation from somebody in my WhatsApp group, my fragrance WhatsApp group. They said, this is fine to use. Got a good deal on this fragrance, and it came the other day. and I'm really, really enjoying it. Firstly, look at this presentation. It comes in this beautiful box, and then you can get into it like it's like a watch or something. Isn't that beautiful? And then the fragrance itself is presented with this flag edition, so it goes very complementary with my London spice. So I've got Milan and London, the fashion capitals, and it is, I'll spray it here a little bit on the skin. It's a super high performing, sort of powdery, floral fragrance, which I don't really have anything like that in my collection right now. So justified it like that. Lasts all day. It's going to be great for spring and summer. It's beautiful. It really is. And I'm not a big fan of like floral, sweet fragrances. This is not. It is a much more powdery, I'm not sure exactly the notes, but almost white floral with sort of the fruitiness in here. I think they call them fruity notes. Doesn't say here right now, but nonetheless, fruity notes. And you can get that, but it's got a freshness and a cleanness and a powderiness to it that almost brings the fruitiness back down. Like, I don't really like, for example, Xerjoff Herba Pura. I find that too sweet, too bold, too punchy. This is, I think, a little bit classier and more elegant than that fragrance. So there you go. There's Milano. Oh, box is closed. And really, really enjoying this one. And I'll do a review on it soon. Now, from a sort of premium, expensive fragrance in the Milano to a budget fragrance, I'm really, really enjoying this one. It's Zara's Sunrise on the Red Sand Dunes. It's basically a clone of Louis Vuitton Imagination, and it's a very, very good one. Super sweet, but not overly so. Really fresh, citrusy, great beach, great gym, great morning fragrance. Love this. I'm putting this on sometimes in the morning, letting the kids wear it, that kind of stuff. Really enjoying this. I'll do maybe a review of this soon as well. And I do have Louis Vuitton Imagination, a sample of that fragrance, and I can tell you it is exceptionally close and it performs super well. Really recommend. Now, if you've been following me on social media, you will know that I'm a fan of Baltic watches. This is my Bicompax chronograph manual wind. Look at that open case back there. If you can see that one. What a beautiful piece. But you may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, that I have absolutely scratched the screen. I don't know if you can see that, if that's coming out, but it's got a really big scratch sort of right on this bottom corner here. I was gutted when I found this. I got it out the drawer, put it on, and then looked down at it maybe 20 minutes later. And I was like, whoa, what is that scratch doing? So I am going to have to send this back to Baltic, and I'm going to keep you posted on the repair process of how they do this. And I also learned that they are discontinuing the Bicompax, which is sad because it's a brilliant watch. It's one of my favourite micro brands, Baltic. They cost sort of £500 or £600, 600 or 700 euros. Really well made, really slim, great quality. The reason this has got a scratch on it is because the glass or the cover here, it's a plexiglass finish, so it is vulnerable to scratches. Sapphire wouldn't necessarily scratch up like that, and that's, I guess, sort of the price you pay, and it does have that vintageness to it. But this one, it's not just a scuff, it's like a really obvious scratch across the dial that you can't unsee or not see. Got to get it dealt with. So that is happening. And two other fragrance pickups here from a Barcelona-based brand called Comtes de Parfums. These are new releases, and they actually gifted me these at Essence in Milan, which I was very, very pleased about. So I'm going to give them the time they deserve and do a review of these two and this brand. But I did want to do a quick unboxing and an initial first impressions. I have no idea what these fragrances are like. I don't know what's in them. I'm just going to open them and see what the crack is. So here we go with the first one. This is called Marrakesh, and it suggests here that the perfumer is Nelly Hasham Ruiz. So let's have a look at this one. Really nice packaging, first and foremost, I have to say. You can't beat an unboxing, can you? They just feel so satisfying, and then immediately you want to do another one afterwards. Like a kid in a sweet shop, as they say. Private jet flying over there. Not bad, is it? So really nice presentation here, and whoa, here we go. So that's the first impressions. Lovely, beautiful bottle, and it gives you the story, and the perfumer here captured the sensation she felt while strolling through the alleys of the souk and being amazed by the fragrant nectars filling the air. The fragrance opens on a symphony of spicy facets. Let's get into it and have a look. So, very nice packaging. I'm impressed with that, first and foremost. And I've got my tester strips here. If you're into fragrances, you've got to buy yourself some of these so you don't end up spraying yourself all over all the time. So let's see what this suggests. Okay, that's subtle, and I do get that spiciness, that jasmine perhaps, cardamom. I'm going to do a bit more on that. I don't know what the concentration is of this. It's really pleasant, that. It's very, very pleasant. And it's got that leather and amber notes. Really nice. Good first impression there. I need to give that more time, but that is a lovely, lovely fragrance. That's Marrakesh. And then let's have a look at the next one. So the next one is called Agra, and the perfumer is Caroline de Moore. And the other thing with this, I think I mentioned, is this is a Barcelona-based brand. Hopefully get to profile a few more of those. I've reached out to a few, not to give the game away too much, but to get some more Spanish brands on the channel, seeing as that's where I live. So here we go. Agra, let's get it out of its sleeve. Comtesse de Parfums. Some look. So the notes suggesting cardamom, ginger and neroli in the top. Heart is jasmine, base tonka bean and vanilla. Lovely, lovely presentation. Check that out. That's super cool, isn't it? These are beautiful. So let's grab a strip here and give it a spray. Nice. What am I getting? Not really getting the ginger too much there. The neroli's there, and the cardamom, there's a spiciness to it. And it does have like a rose in there as well. It's suggesting it's got a tuberose and a ylang ylang. It's very pleasant. That is really, really pleasant. I need to give those a proper wearing, but thank you very much, Comtesse de Parfums. Both of these are excellent so far. First impressions, I'm going to give that a full wearing, get it on skin, and I'll do a better review so you guys can potentially pick one of these up. So I just wanted to end the video with, I write lots of notes in my little journal here, and one of the things that I wrote this week, earlier on today actually, was about being telescopic and microscopic in your approach to things. See, sometimes you get too close to things, you get too microscopic, and I'm talking about whatever's going on in your life here, whether it's building your business, getting fitter, working on your relationships, all that kind of stuff. And you get too close and you can't see the wood for the trees. And a great quote that I really do think fits well is, if in doubt, zoom out and see it telescopically. Because the reality is, so wherever you are in your life, you're probably going to look back on this moment and think it was not part of the bigger picture. It was a teachable moment, a learnable moment. In the grand scheme of things, you're through the other side, and you might even be grateful for this. And look, I don't want to get too preachy or tell you how to live your life at all, but for me, it really helps sometimes, if in doubt, zoom out, come away from the detail, the minutiae, go and have a stroll and get to nature, or go to the beach, or go up on the hills, wherever inspires you, and come away from the thing that's causing you anxiety, whatever that may be. And I wish you well, I really do. So thanks again for watching the channel. Something a little bit different here, this type of format, and I'll be back with more videos soon. Watch reviews, fragrances, lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you like this content. Really appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you again very, very soon.